This guy's an
Doctor
idiot.
Who was at San Diego Comic-Con. Did you
Mm,
know that? Because
yeah.
I didn't until today.
Yeah. I saw. I believe yesterday I saw the clip of him talking. His dribble
Repulsive individual.
over there.
Yeah, he really is. So Russell T Davies is the showrunner to Doctor Who, and he was there at San Diego Comic-Con, hilariously, also with Alex Kurtzman, two people that have destroyed the franchises that they were given the keys to the castle. And basically, Russell T Davies was asked about his reaction to the show, essentially, and hilariously, it was not good. So, San Diego Comic Con, on a panel with fellow showrunner Alex Kurtzman from Star Trek, Russell T Davies was asked about longtime fans' poor reaction to the show and how he felt. In his response, he played a victim and doubled down. So the question is basically, hey, fans hate it. What do you think about their reaction to the show? Like, what do you think? And his response is, I don't go online much. Maybe I should. Maybe that's wrong. I'm talking about Twitter, X, as the portal online. Guys, if you're gay, right, you're not safe on Twitter. He says, I don't feel particularly safe as a gay man on Twitter. So you're not safe, right? If you're gay, okay, on Twitter, you're not safe.
Not safe.
Just
Like
those
physical...
nasty pixels that they'll get you.
Yeah.
Get you.
Oh, freaking snowflakes.
Bearing in mind, just as an FYI, how would you know that? How would you know this? Because apparently you're not online. So how would you not feel safe? You dunce. And he says it's getting worse and worse. This is a question to him being asked about. This is an answer to him being asked. Hey, what do you think to fans not liking the show? He's like, well, I don't feel particularly safe as a gay man online. I don't go online much. It's getting worse and worse in society. I see what's said out there, but that's a long discussion for another time. I'm not sure I can even be part of that. So I get my agent telling me what's going on. I get people kind of here inevitably, that's kind of osmosis about the culture wars or whatever, kind of creep through. And then he just said, to be honest, in terms of online activity, I'm much more interested in what's happening. I think Doctor Who is fine. I think there are things happening in the culture war, particularly with trans rights, which are a million times more important than what's happening with Doctor Who. What are you on about, dumbass?
Ugh.
You were, and he says it's getting worse. It's terrifying. What are you on about? You absolute spaz. You've just been asked about fans not liking your show, and you're like, my gay, my trans rights. I don't. What would you even say to this?
This guy,
what
man.
Non-answer.
These people skip a couple 3 of the steps in Davro, when they're confronted with their poor behavior and any poor performance that they have, they immediately jump as fast and quickly to the victim part as they can. They claim their victimhood, which this guy
narcissist is he, right? Like you get asked about fans not liking your show, and he's like, "Well, I don't feel safe." What? What is that? Oh, keep going, culture. Come on. You've muted yourself. God damn it.
They jumped to I didn't mean to. They jumped to the victim part really very quickly. And when you think about it, especially this freaking guy, he's so up his own ass that he doesn't actually, understand or care about the world around him. The presence of the outside world in most of these people in their little world, it doesn't exist. They have their little bubble, right? And I don't know, you mean, in the UK, you probably have the same 15 block area, that they have in Hollywood, where it's like, this is my community. It's this this polyglot hot mess, that all thinks the same way, right? And, they go marching down the street with the same neo-Marxist talking points, the same ideas in their head, the same everything. They don't have original thought. His original thought is only centered around his identitarian belief system that he's been drumming into the stuff that he's been making for the last few years. You know, and one of the reasons I think Torchwood burned up was because of, you know, some very poor ideas. And yeah, very true. And then we get to this. Look, I was hoping this guy may turn it around, right? He turned it around once when he brought the show back, and he immediately disproved us all. So, you know what? If fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice, or fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. Well, this guy is, you know, trying to pull the wool over everybody's eyes. He's blinded creatively by his monotheistic belief system, and nothing else will do. And you know, they gave him control of big things, and Disney should have known better, because every time they do this, they get burned. And you know, Disney's not going to write another check for another season of this bologna sausage. Even now that they're done with season 2, that's it. There will be no more Shooty Gatwa. There will be, I mean, Millie's already gone. You know, you got nothing left to go back to. And again, it's somebody who liked older Doctor Who, and even the beginning of the new reboot by this knucklehead. You know, I was in for it, right? But it got to a certain point where I was like, okay, well, I'm not quite as interested. Then they dropped the female doctor, who was the bestest doctor. And then we had the first doctor's, you know, the origin of the doctor became, you know, the bologna sausage children fest thing. And, you know, we're going to murder this child 1,000 times over, you know, and I was like, I'm done. I'm out forever. You're done. I'm done with you. No mas.
So, everything at Disney seems to have some sort of message tied to it. Like, why does there always have to be some sort of message with the people making these shows and the shows themselves? Like, can't you just make just a fun, entertaining show? Like,
well, the answer would be no, obviously.
Yeah. Well, Disney can't. Yeah.
Yeah, it's bloody honestly absolutely outrageous. I just think I've never seen sort of a bigger narcissist than this kind of individual. It's just absolutely insane. It's not exactly it's not a surprise, obviously, but some of this stuff is it is just crazy. It genuinely is just crazy. The comments, like, oh, hey, fans don't like your show. Well, I'm gay and I don't feel safe. Like, what? What? Well, okay, fine, I guess. What on earth is going on? Absolutely ridiculous. So there you go. I thought this was quite a funny one. We haven't had any Doctor Who news for a while, so thought we'd go with that for a little bit. We do have
I don't think there'll be any more Doctor Who after this.
Well, there is one more season. They've already filmed it.
Yeah. After this, like as far as after what they've done.
I think this has killed it. I do.